Let's talk about the next generation of superweapon. It's not a bigger bomb, it's not a faster jet, it's actually something you have with you right this very second. It's inside your own head. I mean, really think about that. Could a soldier, pinned down in a firefight, send a full battle plan to their whole squad instantly without saying a single word? It sounds like total science fiction, something straight out of a video game. But here's the thing, it's not a game. It's a very real field of research called synthetic telepathy, and the US military's most advanced research agency is pouring millions and millions of dollars into making it a reality. This isn't some far-off fantasy. This is the next frontier of war. A battlefield where soldiers are neurally linked to their weapons, to swarms of drones, and yeah, even to each other's minds. So let's dive into what this new kind of warfare actually looks like. So who on earth is building this stuff? I mean, who has the budget, the brains, and honestly the sheer audacity to try and plug a human mind directly into a machine? Well, it's time to meet the people behind the curtain. Say hello to DARPA. It stands for the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. And if you've ever pictured a secret, high-tech lab where the government literally invents the future, well, you're not that far off. Their entire job is to create game-changing technology. And get this, you use their inventions every single day. The internet, it started as a DARPA project. The GPS that's in your phone, that was them. Stealth jets, advanced robots, even the voice recognition on your devices, all of it has roots in DARPA. These guys basically built the modern world. With an annual budget of nearly $3 billion, they can afford to chase some pretty wild ideas. And right now, their biggest target isn't another machine. It's the most powerful and complex computer on the planet, this human brain. Okay, so how do you actually do that? How do you connect a person to a machine, read their thoughts, and send information right back into their brain? It all comes down to one core technology, brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. The idea itself is pretty simple, even if the science behind it is just mind-bendingly complex. A BCI creates a direct link between your brain's electrical signals and an outside device. It's a two-way street. Your brain can send commands out, and the device can send information back in. The easiest way to think about it? It's a USB port for your mind. Now, there are basically two ways to go about this. The first is invasive. And yep, that's exactly what it sounds like. We're talking surgeons implanting actual hardware inside your skull. It's super high risk, obviously, but it gives you an incredibly fast, crystal clear connection. The other option is non-invasive, like a super advanced helmet that reads your brainwaves from the outside. It's way safer, but the skull kind of muffles the signal, so it's a little slower and less precise. You've got your classic high risk, high reward versus low risk, lower reward situation. And this image really drives home what invasive means. This is not some tiny little microchip we're talking about. Look at this. It's a whole system with a central hub and satellite electronics that get implanted right into the brain tissue. This is a fundamental merging of human and machine. Of course, not a lot of people are going to line up for brain surgery. It's a huge barrier. That's why DARPA is also pouring a ton of money into what they call the N3 program. The goal here is to build a headset you can just wear that has all the power of an implant, but without drilling any holes in your pad. It's the holy grail, all the reward with none of the risk. So let's just imagine they do it. You're plugged in, your brain is connected to the digital world. What can you actually do? This is where it gets absolutely insane. We are not talking about moving a cursor on a screen here. We are talking about becoming superhuman. First up on the upgrade list, controlling an entire swarm of drones with nothing but a thought. Picture it, a single pilot, not using a joystick to fly one drone, but commanding dozens of them at the same time, as if they were an extension of their own body. And this is not just hype. The former program manager at DARPA said it himself. He said, "This tech helps soldiers build a more intuitive interaction with these systems." That's about the most professional, non-scary way you can possibly say mind control. Okay, so controlling machines is wild. But what about upgrading the soldier's own mind? What if you could download skills directly into your brain, Matrix style? It sounds crazy, right? Well, DARPA has a program for that too. It's called the TNT program. The idea is to use this BCI tech to basically supercharge the brain's ability to learn. So imagine learning a new language, or how to be an expert marksman, or how to analyze complex data in a tiny fraction of the time it would normally take. And the potential upgrades just keep going. It's staggering. In lab tests, they've already shown a 35% boost in short-term memory. They're developing that silent talk program for the mind-to-mind communication we talked about earlier. They're even working on ways for a soldier to regulate their own emotions, to just turn off fear or suppress pain on command, and to make decisions at the literal speed of thought. This isn't just an upgrade. It's a complete reinvention of what a soldier is. The power here is incredible. It's almost godlike. But when you create a super soldier by opening a direct connection into their brain, you also create the ultimate vulnerability. Seriously, think about it. If you can send data in, what's to stop an enemy from doing the exact same thing? What happens when the most powerful weapon on the battlefield becomes its biggest liability? And the potential nightmares here are deeply unsettling. In terms of security, we're not talking about a stolen password. We're talking about hijacking a human being. An enemy could implant false orders or even turn a soldier against their own squad. Then there's the health risks. We have no idea what the long-term effects of altering a healthy brain are. And what about consent? Can a soldier really say no to an upgrade their commander says will make them better and safer? And then you've got the huge societal questions. Do we end up creating a new class of enhanced superhumans? One researcher studying this technology put it bluntly. He said it could be used to create warriors who aren't bothered by severe stress or catastrophic human loss. Let that sink in. When you can just switch off fear, do you also switch off empathy? What happens to your humanity when your conscience has a volume knob? It all comes down to one last chilling question. We install kill switches in our drones and our machines, right, to shut them down if they go rogue. But when the human mind and the machine become one, what happens then? The search for the ultimate weapon might just force us to decide what it even means to be human in the first place.